Carter, Badger, Roper, Toiber, Thatcher, Alexander, Hobler, Cooper, Adrian Almquist, Dieter, Walker, Cutler, Worcester, Barbara Panner, Mel Weinberger, Alfred Gisbert, Gallagher, and Peter Youngquist. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. We are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us are smoking grass. Miller, Bing, Miller, John, Mitchell, Jack, Mitchell, Ron, Wilcox, Cluff, Haviland, and Joel Chase, son. Fleming, Downing, Rubenstein, Axelrad, Babcock, and Green, Rockward, Head, Look and Cook, and Kurtz, Condon. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. We are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us still smoking grass. Bryant, Burback, Kennedy, Blankenship, McKelleney, Bush, Barnes, Burke, Booth, and Larry Darby. Temple, Simple, Bill and Nat, Cathcart, Mike, and Cathcart, Pat, Pat or Mike, Mike or Pat, Pimlick, Kendrick, Wallach, Kroll, and Jonathan Maureen. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. We are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us still smoking grass. Marshall, Nagel, Ergel, Little, Feifel, Siegel, Campbell, Cottle, Trumbull, Trimble, Bissell, Alden, Frederick Holloway. Stimson, Thompson, Morgan, Thornton, Nansen, Nelson, Watson, Napton, Hobson, Seligson, Carlin, Jeffrey, Dene. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. We are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us still smoking grass. Brown, Doug, Brown, Ron, Brown, Al, Johnston, Eastland, Peterson, and Johnson, Clay. Chase, Carr, Cliff, Braun, Chief, Gage, Guy, John, Underwood, and Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood. And Jonathan Hay. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. We are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us still smoking grass. Everett and Edwards too, Carruthers and Chicamboo, Collins, Mydans, Fulton, Crawford, Madison, Nee. Grinberg, Greenberg, Bob and Glenn, Gonzalez, Finch, Waterman, not the pen. Holland, England, Wright and Height, Bersham, Hives, and Garrity. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. So we are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us still smoking grass. Elkins, Roden, Herbie Payne, Lerner, Lyer, Andy Crane, Jessup, Jones, Sherrod Davis, and Jonathan Bixby. Harris, Hertford, Spear, Holdorf, Stripling, Loomis, Hirchandorf, Johnson, Al, Moore, and Muir, and Alan Wassey. In there. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. So we are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us still smoking grass. Cass, Gus, Baston, Lang, Noon, Mason, Carton, Logan, Owen, Cowan, Kaufman, Dee Pay. Bauman, Freeman, Chessman, Dorr, Annan, Brayton, Jack Sartor, Phippen, Raymond, Rarig, Roscoe-Lynn, and Robert Way. We are quite the class, yeah, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. So we are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us are smoking grass. Smith, Roger, Smith, Kent, Smith, Peter, Keppelman, Lockhart, Swihart, McNutt, and Gene Mazel. Meyer, Mike, Meyer, Chris, Meyer, Terry, John Bemis, Parker, Clark O'Keefe, and Jeff Hufeld. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. We are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us are smoking grass. Reynolds, Mounds, and Nevius, Ross and Rains, and Sam Ellis, Musket, Phillips, Dalton, Swartz, and Charlie Durfee. Treat, Bolt, Weisskit Day, Jim Torbert, and Frederick Frey, Fry, McClure, McDonald, Spurgeon, Bob Kelly. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. So we are quite the class, and maybe 3 or 4 of us are smoking grass. Mansfield, Tonkin, McCarthy, Wolcott, Yes, Liddell, Skippy, Timberlake, Howland, Stale, and Tony Sampienza. West, Wiles, Dabney, VJ Shaw, and Rooney, Finley, Isley, Ikeley, and Zach Weedjaw. We class. Hardly. And only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. So we are quite the class. And maybe 3 or 4 of us are smoking grass. Timpy, Brady, Moody, Dewey, Corey, Penny, Nisley, Wiley, Townend, Townsend, Williams, and Kyosho Kondo. Della Sola, Day Estrada, John McCullough, Kenda Bonda, Wolfie Wolf, DeWolf, Franco, Durego, and Bill Stowe. We are quite the class, and only 5 or 6 of us are pumping gas. We are